Okay, we've got a factoring problem to do here. I want to know what's the greater of the two solutions. Okay, and when you see something about solutions and you have a quadratic, right, there's a squared term here and then just a regular x by itself, you know there's going to be some factoring involved. So let's get into it. This is not an easy factoring job that we have to do. It's because of this 12 in front of the x squared. That's going to make this complicated. But there is a way through it, and you've probably dealt with these things before, even if you're a little rusty. Once I'm done with the factoring, we'll have solutions, and we'll be able to figure out which one is the greater of the two solutions. Now, another way to do this, if you're pressed on time and you don't remember how to factor, what you could do is you could just plug these numbers in, right? Plug this in for the x's. And if it satisfies the equation, it's a solution. And you're going to need to do that for all of them so you can find what the two solutions are and then figure out which one's greatest. So I'm not sure exactly which one goes fastest. It depends how good you are with factoring. Let's get into the factoring. First, I rearrange 12x squared plus 23x plus 5 equals 0. Okay, so I added 5 to each side. I got 0 on one side. Now I'm ready to factor. And I pull down the 12 and the 5, multiply them together, and get 60. And now what I'm looking for is factors of 60, which add to 23. Okay, so I go through my list of 60 factors. I got 60 times 1, 30 times 2, 20 times 3. There we go, bingo. 20 times 3. If I add 20 and 3 together, I get 23. So I'm going to use this guy right here and say super. That means x plus 20 times x plus 3 is my factored form. Now, here's the problem. It's not true. If you say x times x, you get x squared, not 12x squared. So what we need to do is a hack. And I find this makes it much quicker. Just divide everything by whatever the number was in front of x squared. And now let's simplify it again. We're going to get these fractions as small as we can, okay? So that's x plus, looks like 5 over 3. And x plus 1 over 4 equals 0. And now, once those fractions cannot be simplified anymore, we take the denominator of each one and move it over here in front of the x. So look at what we have now. This is our answer. 3x plus 5 times 4x plus 1, and we're done. If you use the box method or the factor by grouping method, those are all good things. Don't throw it away if you're comfortable with those. This is just the way I do it. Now I want the solutions to x. I have it in factored form, so all that remains at this point is just to take those factors, set them each equal to 0. 4x plus 1 equals 0. That means 4x equals negative 1/4. 4x equals negative 1, and x equals negative 1/4. That is a solution to this equation from above. Likewise, 3x plus 5 equals 0. That means 3x equals negative 5. That means x equals negative 5/3 is another solution. And remember what we want. We want to know the greater of the two solutions. Well, you might think 5/3 is a bigger number than 1/4, but I'm just going to remind you how number lines work. If this is 0, and this is negative 1/4, and this is negative 5/3, yes, 5/3 has a greater magnitude than 1/4, but what greater means is this direction. Greater means more positive. Okay, so negative 1/4 is the greater of the two solutions. Now what you could have also done is plug these numbers in, right? If you plug negative 1/4 into x, here and here, you'll see the answer is negative 5, and that'll tell you, yay, we've got a solution. You would need to do that guess and check for all of these guys until you found two solutions, and then pick the greater of the two.